Hey guys, Coach Castle here, and I'm just going to show you a little of a kind of a rare oddity most people don't really experience or they avoid it. It's called a durian. It's kind of a smelly fruit, but supposedly a delicacy. I had it once before, many years ago. Didn't care for it then, but we're going to try it now, and we're also going to film me eating it because apparently that's going to be funny. This is a durian. Um, all right, well, what does it smell like?
Take a small bite.
Okay, so it smells like. It kind of smells like a cross between like if you took a mango and you put it in a really old gym sock. It's kind of what it smells like a nice smelling mango that then got put inside of a gym sock and left in a locker room. If you ignore the odd odor, it doesn't smell bad if you only focus on the nice fruity smell. My thing is the texture. If you guys see that, you can see the texture this thing has. It's the same consistency. Consistency of rotting flesh, if any of you have felt that. Sorry. It's kind of like if you ever left a plate of spaghetti in your sink with water on it and the spaghetti got oversaturated with liquid and overinflated, and then you tried to squeeze it together, kind of like that, I guess. Man, that's rough. Okay. The texture. I'm probably not going to eat any more of that. The texture. It's kind of gross. Slimy. Slimy and chalky at the same time. The flavor's not horrible. I'm not gonna. The flavor's kind of not as good as I was expecting. The one I had previously was a stronger odor and a worse flavor actually. This one, the flavor's not bad, but it's also just kind of bland. There's not a whole lot of flavor. I'm noticing the texture much more than anything else. If I look around the texture, the flavor is just kind of a boring flavor. Personally, I think it's a fairly boring flavor. I mean, it's fairly one note in my opinion. I don't think it's that good. I don't want to eat any more specifically because of the texture. But even if it was a nice texture like a grape, it would be, in my opinion, a really bland grape. I don't know if I'm making sense when I say this, but the texture is very off-putting. The actual smell originally is off-putting, but if you look past that, it ain't bad. The flavor itself is not good or bad. In my opinion, it's kind of boring. But the texture is the main off-putting thing for me. Yeah, no. So that's my experience with the durian fruit, guys. So if you've tried one before in your experience, just put it in the comments before. Most people just haven't tried this unless they're from a country like Thailand where they're very common items. Alright guys, so here we are back with the durian fruit I won't be eating. This is the lovely lady, PETA, who picked him up and brought him over here. She is from Thailand. I think you can tell the gusto with which she is enjoying that. I'm very curious to hear from your perspective. What do these taste like to you? Because you're clearly enjoying that. I had a very different take on it. I don't know if you heard everything, but I had a very different take on it. What does it taste like to you?
It's creamy and it's sweet, and they have like that smell is like it's the main thing. Like without the smell, it's like it's nothing. So its smell is supposed to have smell. To be fair, they have like so many textures. Like if you like more soft, if you like more hard or something, it can pick from that too. But I like a little soft. But to be fair, to bring it from Thailand to here, this fruit's very sensitive, expensive. So they not bring like the soft one because it's gonna be like a large or that is easy and when it's raw, that is super stinky, and the taste is gonna be different. It's like bitter, stinky, smelly, kind of like that, but still good. And we make some sweet from that stinky one too.
I know you're enjoying it. I hate to keep interrupting you. One last question here. Just out of curiosity, would you be able to compare this to any other food item?
No.
Just that, right?
It's a king of fruit.
Could you kind of blend different foods and try to explain it that way? It has such a very unique flavor.
No, I don't know how to explain. No, there are different kind of durian. So durian, they have like a different species, something like that too.
Okay.
So it's chutney is like more creamy. This is more crunchy.
I wouldn't say it's more crunchy.
More crunchy than
Oh Jesus, really? Oh wow. Okay, I'm glad we didn't have the more creamy one. It'd be like soup in my mouth. Like I don't even know, like licking the bottom of an athlete's shoe after a 12-hour match. I don't know, horrible. But anyways, thank you, Ms. Peta, for that lovely, good review to counter my pretty bad one. So good. If you're Thai or you have these kinds of personal preferences in food, this is heavily cultural influenced, I think. But then, by all means, enjoy the durian fruit. But also, you should always try new things, guys.